Hey everybody, Dr. Dejti here, Countryside Clinic, coming at you at this beautiful Friday morning. So last weekend I had a chance to talk to some of my colleagues about several different things, and one of those things that came up was we realized this. It was pretty shocking. There's a lot of people out there that they don't know what chiropractic care is or what chiropractors do. So what I wanted to do today was actually make a quick video on what that is. Okay, so chiropractors, we're a healthcare profession that basically works with your spine, and we make that relationship between your spine and the nervous system. And so with that, knowing that the brain right here is the most important thing in your whole entire body. Okay, we learned this back in science class when we were little, and we learned that the brain was kind of like the main computer. It controls everything. And with that, the spinal cord, it's like the wires. The wires, they go to different organs. They go and they help out with different function, like the way that your heart beats, the way that you digest food. And with that, chiropractors, we look for misalignments in your spine. So misalignments can happen all the time. We see people coming in with them. And what happens is with misalignments, the bones, they start to go out of place and they start to damage everything above and below those segments. And what that happens is there's a canal where the bones come out of, where the nerves come out of, and these are the little canals on the side of the spine right over here. Okay, so when a bone goes out of place, the canals, they get smaller. We call that a occlusion. And when the canals get smaller, since the nerves come out of there, the nerves are affected. And when the nerves are affected or pinched, we have nerve impingement. And with nerve impingement, it's not a good thing at all. It's actually pretty bad. And when we have nerve impingement over time, we start to have things like pain sometimes, and then we'll also have function problems. So if we take a look at this chart right over here, there's nerves that come out of your spine. And in the neck, these nerves can go to a lot of really important places. And if there's an issue with the nerve, it can cause things like headaches and migraines. It can cause sinus problems and so forth like that. If we go into the middle back area, we can start having issues with like breathing, asthma. We can have heart issues, heart palpitations. If we go down below in that lower back, what we start to see is people coming in with things like not only back pain, but we're seeing correlations with like IBS, constipation, diarrhea, things like that. A lot of people who have stomach issues. Going down even further into the sacral area is the tailbone. And when there's issues with pinched nerves down below, it can even affect reproductive organs. So with this, what chiropractors do is we do adjustments. And when the bones are out of place and when we have a misalignment, remember, it causes the canals to get smaller. As a chiropractor, what we do is we do the adjustments to make the bones go back into place. And when they go back into place, the canals actually get bigger. And remember, before they were occluded, they were smaller and they were pinching. And when we do the alignment, they get unpinched, and actually your body can heal and function the way it's supposed to. So there is tons of different ways you can have misalignments in your spine, or you can have an unbalanced spine through several things. So I'm just going to touch base on a few different things for a second. So when we're kids, when we're little, like falling off the bikes, falling off the swings, that can happen. And even going all the way back to when we're born. So when we're babies, so unfortunately we see it all day long over here, and there's sometimes when babies are born, there's still some docs that are pulling on the babies, and we see babies coming in with torticollis. They're stuck to one side, they can't turn their neck. They come in with like ear infections, stomach issues, and we see that consistently. So birth traumas. Sometimes when babies are stuck, they'll have to use forceps or use suction, all these things, even C-sections. People think that when you have a C-section, the baby is magically whisked away on a cloud. It's not true. You can even look it up on Google. So even when we're born, you can have trauma or you can have misalignments to your spine, and even adults. We live in Ohio. Just like last week, we had snow and ice, and I think we had 3 people falling on the ice. And my assistant's just like, So they obviously fell down, injured their spine, and caused misalignments. So they weren't functioning at their best ability. So all these things can come together. It's not just usually one single trauma or one single misalignment that can cause your problems. So if you know any folks out there that have had any of these issues like headaches and stomach issues, or have any type of like falls or anything like that, then definitely share this video, like it, share it with some folks that have never been to a chiropractor because they really need to know this. If this is something that you think that we can help out with, give us a call. We're in Lebanon, and our number is 513-836-8844, or you can check our website out at mycountrysideclinic.com. And also, we have a lot of news, a lot of great things happening on our Facebook. For instance, we've actually partnered with the Cincinnati Birth and Parenting Center, so I want to give a shout out to Miss Molly for making that happen. We're giving the best care to our kids, the babies and pregnant moms now, and we have a mission to serve and help as many people as possible. But hey, I want to say thank you so much for listening. Bless y'all. You have a great, wonderful day.